What's up, fellow travelers? So I realized that we've done tons of videos on modifications we've done on the RV and on the outside and on the inside, little gadgets here and there. But one thing we haven't really touched on is what vehicle do we pull with? I got a truck pulling right by me right now. So what vehicle do we actually tow with? Well, I'm gonna answer that question now.
We're motivated travelers on set free, on the road together, just you and me. With every mile our spirits soar. Motivated travelers, always craving more. Oh.
All right, everybody. So we have Yeti. That's our truck's name. We tow our rig with a 2021 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. We bought this in December of last year, and we got a really good deal. We couldn't pass it up. It is a gas. It's a 6.6 liter, 3.73 ratio on the rear suspension, and like I said, fully gas, more than handles our 34-foot Alliance Delta 292 RL. We've pulled it through mountains in Colorado, Utah, across New Mexico, all through Texas, all through Arizona, Kentucky. I mean, all over the country. This thing is an absolute beast as far as the truck itself. But you know, anytime you get a new toy, you like to do little modifications and little tweaks to it to make it, you know, just more of your own and fun, things like that. So this video, I'm going to show you a few of the things that we've done on the truck since we've had it just since December of last year. To start off with, the first thing I did was get new tires. It came with 18-inch, can't remember, 275 something. We went and switched it to a 275 65 20, I believe it is. Yes, that's right, 275 65 20, all-terrain tire, just to kind of beef it up a little bit. Let me show you that there. The tires themselves are a Cooper Discover all-terrain 3, Cooper Discover all-terrain 3. They pretty much go through anything. I've driven it through snow, mud, sand, and pretty much everything. Not had any issues. Then to kind of top it off, we went on and we did the we got new wheels, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight into what those are right now. All right, everybody, I had to go get my cameraman, aka my wife.
Whatever, I just happened to walk outside.
It was great timing. So gave you a little bit of info about the truck, the tires. Now I want to tell you what we did on the wheels. We went with the Fuel Rebel 20-inch wheel with a, I think it's 20 by 1 millimeter offset. Really wanted to keep the all black kind of look. The little bit of chrome on the inside I can kind of deal with, but the sales, I wanted something that would be capable if we wanted to go off-roading, which we have done out in Utah, taking it off trail a little bit, and something that still gave it a kind of beefy look, and at the same time was going to be not cause us any issues when we're towing our RV, because being full-time, you got to take everything into consideration as far as weight and everything else. So again, it's the Fuel Rebel 20 by 1, and from a price point standpoint, they weren't cheap, but when we got them, they were pretty new as far as this particular model. So that's on the wheels themselves.
They weren't the most expensive either.
No, they weren't. I mean, I'll be completely honest. The price point on them was around $435, I think it was, a wheel.
Right.
So when you do the math, it was just under $2,000 with install, which isn't bad. I mean, between the tires and the wheels, That's about a $4,500 hit.
What?
Yeah, I know. But totally worth it because it gives us a lot more capabilities to have fun in the truck that we wouldn't have been able to do with the standard kind of just road tires that were on there when we got it in December.
Well, and living on the road, it's the safety factor also. You want to have good tires and
Yeah, for sure. The only other thing I did was my battle against chrome. I got rid of all the chrome actual wording all the way around, so I went all black on that. So the 2500 HD is all black. No, that's our so on each side we got a Squatch rated 4x4 patch on there because again I said the name of the truck was, and we're just going all in on the Sasquatch. But yeah, did the all black on that. The all black on the 4x4, and the same thing around. You just get the custom, maybe not our license plate.
yeah, right.
The other big thing that we did is it did come with a roll tonneau cover, and we went with this back BAK tonneau cover, which is it's a hard shell closed up. It's called backflip. So basically, I lower the truck bed or the tailgate down. It has these straps that allow you to do it. So you pull it once, you open it up, and then it has a lock in about 2 times so that you can roll it back as much as you need. And fortunately, the truck also came with a spray-in liner in it, so we were fortunate there to keep everything safe on the inside. Really, on the outside, that's about everything we did. On the inside, the only thing I did was put in seat covers because with having German Shepherds, we know that we'll be fighting the battle against dog hair all the time. And I'm giving y'all, I didn't detail it, I didn't clean it up, I didn't do anything. Y'all seen it real time.
Raw and unedited.
That's right. But just put all black seat covers in here. We do have nice gel memory foam cushions for our booties when we're traveling because, you know, the booties get sore sometimes, y'all.
And we're old, have lower back issues.
Yeah, whatever. What she said. And then for the dogs, we kind of talked about this before, but we have the rough liner seat and door protection, so it acts as a hammock, protects the actual doors all the way across. Dogs have no issues with it. This is the second one we've had since we've been traveling full time. We bought one in August of last year, and then just had to get a new one just about a month and a half ago because the mesh shredded. There was a couple of spots that really ripped. But to get that out of two full-size German Shepherds, being in that thing all the time, you can't ask for much more than that. The only other thing, and I will show here, that plays into the truck itself, and I've kind of talked about it, and I'll put some video in here also, is really what we tow with, which is our Gen Y hitch. This is the Gen Y Boss, and when I'm not, ooh, it's a monster. It weighs about 70 pounds. Gen Y hitch, a Gen Y Boss hitch, and this thing is amazing. It has the rubber, basically suspension inside here, so when it's towing, you get that relief from the vehicle and the trailer. That in line with what we've put on to the truck, which was in our last video, as far as the suspension upgrade we did.
The bumpers
with the Timbren
bump
suspension
stops or whatever.
Yeah, the suspension, yeah, I can't even talk. The Timbren suspension update we did.
Trying to get it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Those bump stops down in there.
The bump stops.
Big old giant
They've made a
ones.
pretty decent difference. And when we get ready to tow up this weekend, it's gonna be the first time we've towed with those on there. So I'm excited to see how it changes our drive a little bit. So that's our truck in full. We haven't done a ton to it, but I wanted to show you all what we had going on with the truck because we have done so much stuff to the RV. It doesn't stop there. You know, you kind of get in the mindset of what else can I do? And look, right as I said that, I saw one other thing. Let me show you. Mud flaps.
Oh yeah, you didn't cover those?
Nope, didn't cover the mud flaps. So it had the standard kind of little generic mud flaps on there, but when I put the new wheels on, it gave it that 1 millimeter offset. So it gave it a little bit of the tire sticking out, just a hair, which if you want to pan around this way, Stace, you can see the offset. It's not big at all, but it was enough.
Yeah,
that
you can tell.
It was enough that when we did that, what would start happening right after we towed was we started noticing stuff like this. It was kicking rocks up and debris when we were driving and nicking the side. So I've got decals coming to redo the decals that are coming from Alliance, because that was totally on us.
Womp womp.
But as soon as I put on the mud flaps, that stopped. I've been tracking it since I put them on, what nicks were there in the actual stickers, and we've not got anything new since I did it. So I did it in the back and the front, and it helps protect the truck also, because it was throwing up a pretty good chunk of mud and debris. It would be all down the side. So
And if you all can't tell, Matt loves his truck, okay?
well, it's our truck, but you know.
It is, baby. But Yeti is, you know, he's a beast, and he is part of our home, so got to take care of it.
Yep, that's for sure. I mean, you know, you're on the road full time, and you realize this is always in the elements. We're not stuck in a garage.
Nope.
It's not protected in that way. So, you know, just like we went over before in the cleaning videos, the things we do to protect the coating of the paint, you got to do the same thing to protect your tires, your drive itself. All that's important on the road when you're pulling your home all the time. So, again, just wanted to show y'all what we've done to the truck, what we're pulling with. And put in the comments, let me know, would you have gone gas like we did? Would you have gone diesel?
Oh gosh, the ultimate debate.
It's the ultimate debate, and I'm not going to get into too much of that because there's tons of videos out there about it, but I'll just say this. Our gas mileage is great when we're pulling. We're around 10 or 11 miles a gallon. We don't lack for power at all. Like I mentioned before, we've driven through mountains of Utah, Colorado, crossing New Mexico in high wind, no issues. So for me, from a power standpoint, I know the diesel is going to give you a little more, but the gas and the size engine, not an issue for us at all. So put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Gas, diesel, Chevy, Ford. Tell me why you've gone with the Ford versus Chevy. You know, this is my first time getting a truck. So, you know, there's always the future, but I can't say enough good things about the way this truck is treated.
We love our Chevy.
And for this to be a 2021, and when we got it, only had 20,000 miles on it, we had to snatch it up. So it just made perfect sense for us. So again, thank you all for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Like and subscribe.
Good morning, fellow travelers. I say morning because it is the day after our travel day yesterday. We made it up here to our next site, which is here in Orlando. So this was the first trip that I took with the new Timbren Suspension upgrade I put on the rear suspension, and just want to give you a little update on that. So when we hooked up, you know, the actual bump stops compress all the way down, and it made it was only about an hour and 50 minutes, maybe 2 hours drive from Vero to here in the Orlando area, and it made for a much nicer ride. I have to admit that I was very pleased, very impressed with the I guess it maybe made it stiff in the back, but I didn't have as much like bump, you know, drop, like when I would hit a bump or something. It would basically be just really a smooth, and that working in conjunction with our Gem Y Boss hitch, I think is a home run. So I'm extremely pleased. And again, I just want to give you all an update, and if you've got any comments, hit me up in the comments and we'll talk about it, and like and subscribe. Thank you all.